part of the bowel actually comes out of your back passage.
It's embarrassing more than anything else because you're kind of leaving bits of your skin everywhere.
If I had one wish in our world, it would be my hair would go back.
In just 2 days, 7 Brits must say au revoir to the restorative calm of the French Alps, and most are beginning to feel the benefits of their detox experience.
I felt quite a weak person when I came out here, and it's definitely made me stronger.
I just feel so full of energy and so sort of revitalised. I sort of feel clean inside.
Tough as it's been worth it.
But there's no time for complacency, as the team of alternative health experts will push to ensure everyone is equipped to continue the healing journey alone, and ideally conquer their embarrassing illnesses. Whether their condition is psoriasis or irritable bowel, interstitial cystitis or alopecia, every patient has already endured a 7-day fast to cleanse digestive systems and boost the body's capacity to heal. And Detox Director Amanda believes this also facilitates greater mental and spiritual well-being.
There is an inevitable physical change that will happen regardless of where they're at emotionally. But if they step up to the process, if they allow it to happen and really sort of take it by the horns, they can change their life in a very short space of time. And if they go with that process, it's completely transformational.
Transformation is not yet complete, but with just 48 hours left, thoughts are now beginning to turn to home.
I feel really positive about the effects of this. I mean, obviously it remains to be seen as we go home and how things pan out.
Absolutely, there are worries about going back and that you could just so quickly slip into the same old routine.
The therapy team is aware that beyond the cocoon of their 5-star spa, back in the reality of everyday life, it can be easy to go off track. So spiritual counsellor Natalia is giving the group a pep talk.
You've been ill how many years? 9 years? How long? 10 years. 5 or 6. It's a hell of a long time. And so you cannot do the cure-all in 5 minutes. This works forever. Okay? And you have to stop feeling afraid that you can't do it. You've gone through so much. It's been too many days working through a process, and none of you are going to fail. But you are making the choice. What is the expectation of failure? You are making the choice for yourself how you want to live your life when you get home.
And the therapist would like one detoxer in particular to take on board what Natalia is saying.
Because I know you've been struggling. And I don't know why it's so difficult. And there's lots of things that we were saying that bypasses. Your truth says one thing and your mouth says something else. And it's not even right or true, is it? What? Sometimes.
It would be really nice to think that I could turn it around and be determined that I'm going to be and believe in all the treatments that I've had. There's just a little iota of me that's not quite there. I'd be lying if I said, you know, I was 100%.
A nurse and single mother of 2, Nicola came to the spa with severe interstitial cystitis, a chronic inflammation of the bladder lining, and had been told by doctors there is no cure.
I felt very suicidal, and if it wasn't for my 2 children, I probably would have taken my life.
Nicola's fear of the extreme pain caused by her illness.
It's just making me worse at the moment, and I don't want it to be worse.
No. Means she's been reluctant to embrace the detox team's nutritional advice and has shown a tendency toward a pessimistic mindset, which the therapists worry will impede her chances of healing.
There's something called secondary gain, when somebody is gaining something from being unwell or from any situation. And that can often explain why people hold on to either a feeling or a feeling of being hurt or a feeling of pain or a feeling of a condition, because it helps them in some way get what they're wanting from other people. So we're observing it, we're trying to push her a little bit now, because if we don't push her, I don't think anyone will.
To her credit, after Natalia's pep talk, Nicola herself is able to acknowledge that she's not where she could be on her healing journey.
I don't feel like I've kind of got quite as far as everybody else yet.
We were collectively trying to figure out what would really help you. And I'm really pleased that you had that reaction with Natalia, because we're all trying to figure out what should we do to say this? How do we approach you and say, hey, is this actually working?
Having spent nearly a fortnight detoxifying body, mind and spirit in the tranquility of the French Alps, our 7 sufferers of embarrassing illnesses will soon re-enter the real world and tackle the principles of holistic health on their own. Detox director Amanda hopes they've now grasped the most fundamental lesson of the healing process.
A lot of people look at the therapist and think, hey, you're going to heal me. You're going to be my saviour, you're going to solve this problem, you know, and kind of put it onto us. But in actual fact, it's really their job to heal themselves. All we're doing is creating the right environment for that to happen. Unless they actually get that, unless they actually take that responsibility upon themselves, we don't see the results that we want to see. They have to take ownership of their own bodies, of their own minds, of their own spirits, and capitalise on what we can do for them and take our advice. But really, it is absolutely them that needs to sort of take that step and dive off into a healthier future.
Certainly at least one of her patients may have taken on board that wisdom.
At the beginning, you come here with the idea that it's a 2-week cure, and so there's a tendency that you can get a bit impatient when things aren't going. When you halfway through, you're thinking, well, I'm not cured yet, and it slowly dawns on you that it's just a kickstart and that you are the cure. But you know, it's not. It's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong process.
And it seems the process of healing Will's blighted skin has got off to a good start at the spa. Nutritionist Karen has noticed a considerable improvement.
That's incredible. No, it's really, that's brand new skin.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's really, the anger's come out of that, because it was really angry yesterday.
It's done really well. It looks amazing, and so it's certainly a lot better than it would be if I'd just been on a 2-week holiday. And I guess time will tell. I just have to be as positive as I can and have that belief that I've dealt with it, and that my unconscious mind is taking care of the details.
Staying positive may be the tricky bit. Over the past 10 years, Will's extreme psoriasis has gone into remission, but it's always come back.
It's funny, but I liken it to, it's like looking at a map of advancing troops and that my body's being taken over.
If the advance has been halted, perhaps the psoriasis will ultimately be vanquished, thanks to the holistic health approach, which included a wide range of therapies designed to rejuvenate bodies, minds and spirits. And everyone has their favourite.
The roll thing I got on really well with. That was quite eye-opening for me, because it made me so aware of how posture and how you feel in your body can affect your mood. And I hadn't realised that before.
And holistically speaking, mood in turn can affect the body's overall ability to heal. In light of the mind-body connection he's made, Will's requested that his last therapy be Thai massage with bodywork practitioner Jem.
Okay, if you start lying on your back, feet this end, and come right down this way.
Okay.
Yeah, so just on the futon.
Oh, that's for you.
Yeah.
The cracking of knuckles and pulling of fingers and toes is a feature of Thai massage, which also involves rhythmic pressing on meridian points and stretching of the entire body to de-stress and re-energise the system. Thai massage is also known as passive or assisted yoga, as recipients are often manipulated into yoga-like positions.
It's a lot easier to help people in their healing process, in their rebalancing, in their journey, if they're at that point where it's like, yes, I really want that change. With someone like Will, it's quite easy, because it's like, yes, I don't want this anymore. Yes, I want to be healthier. And yes, you know, show me.
As holistic therapists, the detox experts believe that mindset is a vital aspect of healing. And for that reason, Amanda's decided it's time for the team to get tough with IC sufferer Nicola and her persistently pessimistic outlook.
Can I just ask you, before coming here, did you believe it was possible to leave and never, ever, ever have IC again?
I don't know whether before I left home, but I certainly know I can't. Well, not. I don't. I suppose even now I can't believe that I'd never have IC again. But I do know that I can be well because I have been.
Right. But that in itself is a limiting belief about the power of your own body. It genuinely is. And I mean, Karen and I and the Detox team, we've done this for years and years and years, and we have dealt with conditions that are more serious if you're and help, you know, and resolve them with that person. You know, we can give you advice until we're blue in the face, but unless you actually are in the place where you're ready to let go or face that fear and, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway, and we can help you with that, but we really need to see that coming from you, because I think the therapists at this stage, we're kind of like, it's really up to you now.
What's really interesting is how many times that I've sort of come over to you this week and asked you if you were in pain, and there was times, in fact there's been numerous times that you said, actually no, I'm not, and it's really, but you've kept us quiet. You know, you've not embraced and celebrated those moments where you've been painful.
Shall I tell you why? People say to me, how are you doing? I'll say, I'm fine, but I'm not going to say any more because I don't, you know, sort of want to tempt fate.
Yeah, so the fear does come in straight after you've thought the positive or felt the positive. The fear is then fed straight away, and that the more we feed something, it will grow.
We've hit the nail on the head really right now with Natalia's talk, and it's come at a really interesting time. You know, for you, the detox process has helped your body massively, but we have got the bigger issue of your fear.
It's like being addicted to cigarettes. It's the same thing. It's an addiction. Negative speak is an addiction. You have to go take a deep breath and go, I'm not going to say that. And it's not about suppressing what you want to say, it's about changing and then go, all right, if I want to say that, what's the opposite?
To wrap this all up, I want to ask, when was your most positive time this week, the most time where you felt at peace, no pain, and the happiest?
Whilst we were at the spa.
At the spa, and that's where I captured it at that moment. And I think that's what you need to take out of this room, remembering and sort of going back to that feeling and reliving it again and starting from that point.
And you were a free spirit that day. You really were. You were a very different person that day.
Seeking sanctuary in her room, Nicola has a chance to reflect on the cruel to be kind approach.
I just felt like I was being bullied. It was like gang warfare. It was like, I know they were, in their minds, they were trying to help me, but it was just the way it was done. It was just, well, I thought, unacceptable. That's how I felt.
The therapist's tough approach may seem harsh, but time is running out. As of this afternoon, spiritual counsellor Natalia will no longer be on hand for advice and support. And the therapy team's only wish is that each detoxer finds the happiness and good health that's been eluding them.
Remember to leave the house and go in the wilderness, okay? Get eaten by spiders.
The way they sort of said it was so, it's up to me to let it go, and yes, I quite agree it is, and I want to. I absolutely want to, and I do believe I can get better. But there's always limitations in life, and for me to be cured properly and never to have IC again, I've still always got to live within some sort of dietary limitations.
I'm going to really miss you.
Oh, thank you. You take good care.
I will.
You've already crossed the bridge already now, so you'll be fine. See you later, guys. Enjoy your last couple of days.
And despite her initial resentment over the confrontation, Nicola is able to appreciate that the therapists have her best interests at heart.
Mr. Natalia.
You can run over.
Go and catch her quickly.
Oh, nearly missed you. Oh.
Bye-bye, thank you for all you've done for me.
That's all right, we'll be brave and well done. Take good care.
Yeah.
Bye, honey. Don't make me cry. Bye.
Natalia's departure is a timely reminder that everyone will soon be having to deal with their physical and emotional issues on their own. And some may be more ready than others.
I feel positive, yeah. I think for me, I really feel that it has been a big change. If only in sort of connecting with the power I might have to sort of heal myself.
31-year-old Claire's current chilled out and relaxed state is certainly a far cry from the tense and unpredictable person who arrived at the spa. The yoga teacher and massage therapist was subject to wildly vacillating moods and energy levels as a result of virtually constant premenstrual syndrome, and she feared her personality changes might have a detrimental effect on her marriage.
I hope we're strong enough, but I do worry that he'll just get fed up.
The best thing that could happen would be that, you know, she wouldn't spend 2/3 of the month being a different person, and I would get a wife that is there for more than just 7 to 10 days in a month, you know.
Claire's detox journey has been physically more taxing than most. An intense session with Natalia combined with a liquid-only fast saw her experience some severe wobbles. But extra nutrients and several mind and spirit therapies have seen her reach a much more balanced state.
In the nicest possible way. I don't need you anymore. I think my husband will see a change in me. I think a lot of people will see a change in me. I mean, I've spoken to him on the phone and he says I sound different. That feels good.
Whether she can sustain the changes without the constant support of the therapists is the challenge ahead of Claire. And not everyone is feeling they've even yet resolved all their issues.
When I got here, all I was thinking about was my spots, but when Amanda said to me, wipe your makeup off, put your hair back, I'd done that, and it's as if I haven't thought about my spots since then. I've been more focused on the environment. You know, it's been as if the spots wasn't a problem anymore. It was, you know, my cleanliness thing took over.
Although adult acne was the problem which initially brought former prison officer Juliet to the spa, all the outdoor activity included in their alpine experience brought an overwhelming dirt phobia to the fore. Therapists so far have helped her understand where it may possibly stem from.
Going to school and being called names, kids would say, "You're dirty, you know, you didn't have a bath or you didn't have a wash."
Because of the colour of your skin?
Yeah.
But a recent goat farm visit clearly demonstrated her phobia demons have not yet been laid to rest.
Everybody's just walking, there's poo everywhere.
So, in a last-ditch effort to overcome her hygiene obsession, Juliet's requested a final mind detox session with Sandy.
I know when we talked about it last time, you talked about how you were bullied a lot, didn't you? Is there actually a specific event that was pretty traumatic, a time when you really were bullied and you really became aware that you were different and you felt vulnerable?
A particular time for me was coming home from school.
Right.
And some much older boys, or I suppose they were boys, kind of, we like walk under a subway and they sort of were either side of the subway.
All right.
Calling me racist names.
Yeah.
And I was scared.
Yeah. Juliet has a real phobia of being dirty, and that seemed to stem from a time that she had been bullied in a subway tunnel, and it could be that her mind had made a connection with feeling vulnerable and scared and the dirt that she'd seen around her in that tunnel.
Juliet's mind may also have made an association with feeling vulnerable and simply being accused of being dirty. So Sandy is going to try a technique to reprogram her reaction to dirt.
What I'd like to do is, if it's okay with you, I'd like us to do a little process which is called the fast phobia cure to help you let go of that event. So, if you just close your eyes.
The fast phobia cure method involves asking Juliet to repeatedly imagine experiencing the racist taunts in a different way.
Almost you can see them coming out the mouth, hitting you, just like just falling off, like nothing, just doing nothing, just like. In fact, they don't even hit you. You've got this like bubble around you. You can imagine that, couldn't you? And the words come and hit the bubble.
Which ultimately should scramble the negative subconscious programming causing her phobic response. And the bubble metaphor may be just what Juliet needed to protect her from her fears.
Now here's the thing. I want you to imagine, eyes open or eyes closed, just going out into the future, to an unspecified time in the future, which would be most appropriate. A time when something like this could actually happen again. And notice how you respond this time. Feels different. Head up. You know your power, know your strength. So in 3 months' time when we catch up with you, are you going to be like a mud wrestler or something?
In fact, wrestling with mud is not an activity on the spa schedule. Our 7 sufferers of embarrassing illnesses are on the downhill slopes of their alpine detox journey, but they're by no means past the post. Despite the weather, Detox Director Amanda is upping the ante once more and asking the group to step out of the cosy cocoon of their luxury spa and into the natural environment.
The weather is unpredictable. We are in the Alps. Most of the time it's glorious sunshine, but occasionally a storm will come in. Even if it's pouring with rain, I want these guys out there, I want them in the environment, and I want them to maximise the benefit of that good healing environment, the good mountain air, and get outdoors.
Today, getting in the great outdoors, rain or shine, involves not a raft of therapies, but just a raft and a river.
We're assured it's going to clear up by the time you actually get on the water, which is about 12 o'clock. Now, it's not compulsory, like anything is not compulsory. Does anyone know they don't want to go?
I know I don't want to go, but I want to, if you know what I mean.
I want to go, but I don't know how I'm going to be with my stomach.
I don't, but I think I should make myself.
Yeah.
Up till now, many of the group have led very insular and restricted lives thanks to their health problems. So an essential part of their alpine detox has been to push them beyond any limiting mindsets.
At this stage, what the river rafting does is yet again take them out of their comfort zone. Because let's face it, they can start getting a bit comfortable. They've got 5-star surroundings, they've got therapists all over them all the time, which means that they kind of feel like a bit pampered. So it's really important actually that we push the boundaries further at this stage, and it helps us make the most of the next couple of days.
The clouds have lifted a little by the time the group sight their rafts. Although moods perhaps don't appear to be as buoyant as the rafts themselves.
I'm a little bit scared actually.
I am.
Therapists Sandy and Jem are on hand to help bolster courage. And when it comes to donning wetsuits, remarkably one detoxer shows almost no trepidation despite her well-documented hygiene obsession.
It's supposed to be wet inside.
Yeah, the wetsuit.
Sure somebody ain't done the wee in it.
Quipping about her fixation is surely a positive sign. Her progress may not have been exactly rapid, but slow and steady wins a race too. And 40-year-old Juliet may at last be overcoming her fear of dirt and enjoying life again.
That was something I would never ever dream to doing. Just putting on a wetsuit that somebody else has put on, I'd have thought, no, if I'm going to do something like that, I would have had to buy my own, even if it was to use it once.
I just think it's amazing that before, you would be questioning if the supplements have been handled and, the water and everything has to be so clean all the time. And now you're standing in a wetsuit that many people have worn and you just don't think you bother about it anymore. It's just like, well, it's just...
And shoes that people put their cheesy feet in.
However, there's one detoxer who's without a paddle and clearly not going near any creek. Pip came to the spa having virtually been a prisoner in her own home. Thanks to debilitating bouts of diarrhoea she would suffer on an almost daily basis.
At the moment I feel like I have to force myself to sort of leave the house because it's to be honest, it's easier not to, because I'm on the toilet so often. And then like simple things in life like going out to the supermarket, or I'm always aware. It's the first thing I look for wherever I go,
Many of the outdoor excursions during the detox have been a challenge for Pip, with her dread of being caught short. And when the group started eating again, it seemed the anxiety had once more gained the upper hand.
I panic because I'm feeling ill before I've even started eating anything.
But after a mind detox session with Sandy, she finally managed to step beyond her fear.
It's so good to see her like that.
Thanks, Sandy.
And so today, simply being out in the wilderness is in fact a major triumph.
I'm not worried about it. And actually, for the first time today, I haven't been panicking before sort of leaving the accommodation. I'm happy to be here. It's just not really my thing to do. So that's the only reason.
And certainly once the rafting gets underway, there may well be some who wish they were with Pip on dry land. When they signed up for a fortnight's immersion in alternative health, they probably didn't imagine getting quite this wet. Passing bricks is not actually the desired outcome of this afternoon's activity.
Right, can we have a bit of calm now? Whoa!
But learning to go with the flow is possibly a theme worth exploring for Samara. The outgoing and attractive 36-year-old came to France burdened with a history of chronic constipation, severe migraines and the sheer hell of episodes of rectal prolapse where her congested bowel would drop out of her back passage.
It's not painful, but it obviously is extremely embarrassing. It's happened to me when I've gone shopping at lunchtime and I've had to come home and change my underwear, for example. It's, you know, it's something that I think a young woman shouldn't have to be dealing with.
Yes, do come in. Hold your nose.
The detox has seen her expel plenty of waste matter and also shed some emotional baggage.
Oh my goodness. I know, it's all right.
And the hope is that from now on, Samara's system will be relaxed enough to function more efficiently.
My stomach, I'll tell you what, if I don't go to the toilet tonight.
There's no way you'd have got me up a mountain, and there's no way you'd have got me going down on a blooming raft down a river. So they've got to be highs for me, because they are achievements. I am a girly girl and I don't do stuff like that.
The river rafting is an exercise in the physiology of fun, and hopefully will demonstrate to the detoxers that participating fully in life and enjoying the moment, however turbulent it might be, can take them mentally and physically into a more positive and therefore healing state.
Absolutely wonderful. I would have hated to have missed that. That was my best ever. It was brilliant. I can't wait to do something like that again. It was great.
Although everyone is up after their exhilarating experience, the endorphin rush has two detoxers in particular higher than they've been in a long time. Kathy and Nicola are both hysterical, but in a good way.
I haven't laughed so much for ages. I am stuck.
The river rafting was a huge hit, a real success story for the whole group, more so than I think any of us had anticipated. We had Nicola and Kathy rolling around in hysterics on the ground, which certainly with Kathy I might have suggested that might happen, but definitely not Nicola. So it must have been a turning point for Nicola just to let go and be completely in the moment. It's great news.
I think there's something in that water, don't you?
And the hope is that their positive rafting experience will serve as a future reminder of what is possible with the right attitude.
It's something that I'd never have just decided to go and do, but put in the situation, I quite liked it. I think I might like another go.
Kind of each day I've reminded myself how amazingly privileged I am to be here and to have done all this.
You go through life and it's easy to just not bother, and I think it's another thing I can say I've done.
it was amazing. It was the best experience of my life. It was just absolutely fabulous. Yeah, amazing.
As upbeat as she feels post-river rafting, alopecia sufferer Kathy has one more very important therapy scheduled.
Maybe take your wig off if you're happy to do that.
Her hair growth is a long-term proposition, but the therapist believes she has to acquire more self-belief before she leaves.
You're going to look at yourself in the mirror. You're going to look at yourself wherever you want to. It could be in your eye, it could be, you know, anywhere in your body. And you're just going to say that I celebrate and love you.
Can I say a tissue for you?
Yeah. I celebrate and love you, okay?
I don't think I can.
But that's how it feels now, but it will shift because all it is just a little bit blocked, okay? We need to get you to a place where you can celebrate it, where you can walk with your head high.
Kathy's dream is not only to walk with her head high, but also minus the wig she's relied on for 15 years to hide the shame of her alopecia, which has seen her resort to painful tattooing for eyebrow and eyeline definition. The community nursing matron came to the spa with appallingly low self-esteem.
I never ever look in the mirror and feel attractive because I have no eyebrows, I have no eyelashes. My life's a constant battle against trying to look normal as such.
Her low self-confidence was also due in part to the deformities she's had on her right side since birth, caused by the congenital circulatory disorder Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome.
So how did other people react to that when you were
When I was a little
kid?
kid, it was like fat fingers.
Really?
The hope is that a mirror session with mind detox therapist Sandy will help Kathy reach a whole new level of self-acceptance. But already she's experiencing emotional resistance trying to say I love you to her deformed right leg.
Where is the resistance? Where do you feel that block in your body?
In the sort of back of my legs.
Okay, so I want you to notice that the resistance in the back of your legs is energy. Energy wants to soften and move. Let it soften and move now. Let it soften and move now. Where does it want to leave your body?
Oh.
Yeah, I felt that one there. I did it myself. Okay, so I want you to notice it. Just say I love you.
I love you.
And see, feel. You're saying this to your right hand, your right foot. Okay.
I love you.
And you feel that resistance or that tension or that block start softening and moving out your mouth. And just softening and moving out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Up and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now say I love you to your foot.
I love you. That feels alright.
That's right. Good. So let's move up to your thigh.
I love you. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, how about this thigh?
I love you. Yeah, that's fine.
Whereas much of Kathy's suffering can be measured in psychological terms, it's physical pain which has defined IC sufferer Nicola's journey. And after yesterday's confrontation and today's river rafting, she may finally be adopting a more positive mindset over her inflamed bladder.
Yeah. So that any flare-up has been much milder now than it was before?
It wasn't, no, it certainly wasn't awful.
Right.
It was just a bit disappointing, really, because it has been quite good. The only thing that is quite a lot better is my flow of wee, because I wasn't being able to go.
That's right, yeah.
So I'm actually being able to go, and it's got some water there.
Yeah, which must be a pleasure after all this time.
It is.
So we have taken some steps forward, and I mean, your energy seems a lot better today.
I'm much better, yeah.
Back in her mirror session, Kathy's now having to work through negative feelings associated with teasing about her right hand as a child.
Okay, so what is it you need to know or learn, the knowing or learning which will have you be able to love your hand?
It doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter?
What it looks like.
What does it look like?
It's big.
And?
It wants to protect me.
From what? From what?
From the teasing at school.
From the teasing at school. Okay, so if you're protected from the teasing at school, how would you feel?
Happy.
Happy. And if you were happy and protected from teasing at school, what would you ultimately have?
Happiness.
Happiness, okay. And if you had happiness, what would that enable you to... If you had happiness, how would that enable you to feel about yourself?
I just feel free.
Free. Okay, free.
It's a slow process for Kathy, but a vital one. And for Nicola, a chief understanding in any continued healing for her is the value of adequate nutrition.
Now, in terms of your diet, you've got to bear in mind that your body's in a different state now than when you arrived. And I really want to work sort of side by side you in that what you feel most confident with to begin with is what we'll start introducing to begin with.
Yeah.
But we've got to make sure that you're nutritionally balanced.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll see how I settle down and then start. That's how I'd feel more confident.
Yeah.
Then start introducing sort of, and one at a time kind of thing. So
one at a time means that you're going to be able to monitor.
Yeah.
But it's really important that you're not fearful of that food.
Yeah.
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 Because psychologically you can
Then
kick
I will
off.
be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then it'll cause a problem.
Even small steps in the right direction will be a bonus for Nicola's health. And it seems Kathy has finally taken a huge leap forward on her journey from self-loathing to self-love.
Very good. Very good. So when you think of your hand, what can't you help but think about now?
Love.
That's right. So I want you this time now to take account of your whole body, your back, your front, your feet, your legs, arms, hands, head, every part. Look you right in the eye. Say, I love you.
I love you. It's almost like I've got a halo. I just feel like I'm complete. I feel like I've just had the last piece of the jigsaw and I'm ready now to it's going to grow.
And what was that last piece for you?
Accepting me as I am now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one final time, look in the mirror, look at you, look at where you've come to. Celebrate your feet, your legs, your hands, your arms.
I'm so happy. I'm not unhappy, I'm just...
I know. So look at yourself and say I love you.
I love you. Yeah. I told you I was a crier on the first day.
Yeah, but this is good tears.
Yeah. It's like, I just feel ready now.
You have healed so much this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know, you've come so far. It is the beginning of a next stage in your life, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And really at this point we need to go, that whatever's happened behind, that was then.
Yeah.
Okay, this is now.
Yeah.
And we move forward.
Seven Brits have spent the past fortnight making the most of the healing properties of the French Alps and learning how everything from their diet to their thoughts and emotions could affect their physical well-being. Tomorrow they'll be going their separate ways, so Detox Director Amanda has brought patients and therapists together for a final workshop.
Your retreat is almost over, and rather than doing anything physical, we thought we'd concentrate on how far you've all come. I think you've been an amazing group to work with, speaking from the therapist's point of view. We saw how you bonded.
In tandem with the expertise of the therapy team, the group's strong bond has been an important component of their detox experience. And this afternoon's session is about acknowledging one another.
Now, earlier today, we asked you to write a personal message to everyone in the group. And so what we'd like to do now is, if one by one, probably easy starting with Pip, you could go round and put the message in each other's pot.
Your positivity is inspiring. There is beauty in all that you are. May the angels and fairies bring you every happiness. You deserve it. Oh, thank you. These are lovely. I'm going to start crying. God. Not used to hearing stuff like this.
Remember to laugh and enjoy life as much as you did straight after rafting. You deserve it, and it suits you so well.
I agree with that. Claire, you have a powerful presence with a calming nature. Your image is striking, and you have been an inspiration to me.
I love your strength and truth, and I love the way you make me feel protected.
Aww.
Thank you, everybody.
One of the most beautiful persons I've ever met, both beautiful inside and out.
The whole world shines much, much brighter when you are out enjoying it with us.
Oh. Never forget that, with or without hair, you're one of the kindest, most fun-loving people I've ever met. Oh, thank you.
We hope that these words help you form your self-image, and because they really truly reflect who you actually are and how other people see you. So if ever in doubt in the future, hopefully you'll keep them and you can draw on them for some nice reminders.
Empowered by one another's healing words and their newfound nutritional and emotional wisdom, perhaps each sufferer can now move on from the items which they'd once chosen to represent their problems. Does the mass of elastic bands masked by a smooth, calm exterior still symbolise psoriasis sufferer Will's struggle to express his feelings? Certainly, alopecia sufferer Kathy feels her 5 juggling balls
I can't do everything for everybody.
no longer represent her state of mind.
If we were starting like a next phase for you, what would be your object that you'd have now?
A mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror. Ooh. Good one.
And it seems Will has definitely decided his golf ball mentality can be consigned to the past.
Yeah!
And the French mountains.
That was like 300 yards or something. Good,
right?
Great! It's been a challenging 2 weeks on so many levels. But at their final dinner together, even the most sceptical of the detoxers is able to acknowledge that there is still some distance to go on their journeys away from embarrassing illness.
I don't see this as the end, I see this as the beginning.
This is it, because we've been given things to go away and do that will help, and it's time, isn't it, really?
I think, you know, we don't do those things, then we're not going to, we'll just slip back.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's always our desire as therapists, really, to hope that we've given enough to the detoxers so that when they go home they've got the tools that they need and they can take their learnings forward. At the end of the day, we aren't there to hold their hands. We're not going to be there to help move their energy around. We're not going to be there to say you should eat this rather than that. They need to do it for themselves now, and that can be a scary transition, shall we say, when they go home.
Okay, I'd like to propose a toast to having got exactly what we need from this, and to having gained 6 soulmates.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.